Badgers and Hedgehogs, and welcome to another maths video. This week in maths we are going to be looking at a new topic all about measurement, and in today's video we are going to be looking at how to measure length. Now length here is a very important word, and the length of something means how long something is, and we can measure length with a ruler in the classroom. We can measure length with a metre ruler if it's something even bigger. We can measure length in kilometres or miles if we're going a long way, whether we're running or in the car. But today we're not going to use anything like that. We are going to be creating our own unit of measurement, and I'm going to be using pasta, because if we were in our classroom in Badgers and Hedgehogs at school right now, we would be using our special cubes that we use a lot to measure the items around the classroom. But I thought we can create our own units of measurement. I don't have any cubes here at my house. You might not have any cubes at your house. So your first task is to try and find something that you have lots of that are all about the same size. And I'm going to use pasta, this penne pasta, because they are all about the same size as each other. So this is going to be my unit of measurement. Once you have found a unit of measurement, you are going to go on an object hunt all the way around your house to try and find different objects that are different lengths. And your adult can set you the challenge of finding things of different lengths, or you could decide what different lengths you want to explore. In today's video, I have decided that I want to look at 3 different lengths. Here I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of pasta. This one I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of pasta. And then this one I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of penne pasta. And I want to find objects that are about these measurements. So let's start with our shortest measurement. Now shortest means the smallest amount. Longest would be our largest amount of length. So let's start with our shortest. I would like to find an object around my house that is only 1, 2, 3 pieces of penne pasta long. I've decided to lay out my pasta already because I thought it would be easier to do that than to try and walk around the house trying to line up 3 pieces. So I'm going to bring the objects to my length. So I need to find something that is about this long. What could I use? I'm going to have a look around my room here, see what I could find. Oh, maybe I could use this pen. I think it looks about the length of 3. Let's see if it is. What do we think, year 1? Pretty good. I think my pen is slightly longer than 3 pieces of penne pasta long, but it is about 3 pieces of penne pasta long. I wonder if I can find something similar. Let's see. How about these sunglasses? I wonder whether the length, how long these sunglasses are, is the same as 3 pieces of penne pasta. Let's have a look. So I have to make sure that my object lines up with the first piece of pasta. What do we think, year 1? Not bad. I'd say these sunglasses are probably about 3 lengths of pasta long. Going back to this pen, we know that this is about 3 lengths of pasta long. What's wrong if I try and measure it like this? Because now it looks way longer than my 3 pieces of pasta. What did I do wrong? We need to make sure that we line up the end of our object so that it is in line with our first piece of measurement. And we have to try and get it in a straight line. So it's always useful to try and find straight objects with a straight edge to try and measure. And if we went like this, again, it would be really hard to measure. So we need to try and line it up nicely. So we've discovered that this pen here is about 3 pieces of penne pasta long, and these sunglasses are about 3 pieces of penne pasta long. Now, I want to find an object in my house that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of penne pasta long. What do you think around your house would be about the same length of 5 pieces of pasta? Ooh, I don't know what I can use. Let's see. I've got a fork here for my lunch. Do you think this fork would be about the same. Let's have a look. I'm going to line up the edge of my fork with the edge of this and line it up against the pasta like this. What do we think? It's not quite 5 pieces of pasta long. I'd say that fork, although it is a bit curvy at the end, I'd say it's probably about 4.5 pieces of pasta long. So pretty close. So we need to find something that's a bit longer than a fork. That will be the same unit, the same amount as 5 units of measurement. Let's see. Does anyone have any of these at home? These are one of my chopsticks. That if I don't want to use a fork, I use a chopstick. Let's see if this is about the same. Oh, my chopstick there. I've lined it up at the edge of my pasta, but it's sticking at the end here, so I know that my chopstick is longer than my 5 pieces of penne pasta. That also means that my chopstick is longer than my fork. In fact, quite a lot longer, if you look at it there. There we go. So I know that my chopstick is longer than 5 pieces of pasta, and I know that my fork is shorter than 5 pieces of pasta. So my fork is shorter than my chopstick. My chopstick is longer than my fork. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of pasta. I can't think of many items in my house near me that are that long, because that's quite a long distance. That's the same as 1, 2 hands. I've got a fruit cordial here. It's quite a tall bottle. I'm going to make sure the lid's on tightly before I tilt it to see if it's about the same length. So I line up the end of my bottle with the end of the pasta. Pretty good guess, I think. I would say this is almost the same length as 3 pieces of penne pasta. So well done if you managed to estimate that correctly. And that's about it, badgers and hedgehogs. I want you to now go and have fun exploring your house on an object hunt. So you can find any kind of object you would like, and then I would like you to find your unit of measurement. You can use pasta. If you have cubes, you can use cubes. Maybe you have some paper clips at home. Maybe you have some marbles or some beads. As long as they are all the same size as each other, that can be your unit of measurement. I want you to try and find some objects that are short, some objects that are long, and some that are in the middle. Maybe you could then arrange them from shortest all the way to longest. And if you would like, you can get your adult to take a picture of your object hunt, what you have found, and you can send the picture to your teacher, because I'm sure that me and Mrs. Armandbanks would love to see that. So have fun and good luck!